What's up, YouTube? It's Mark here from Next Level Tech and Android TV.tips. And today we're talking a little bit more about the streaming services that are available right now. We recently put out a video on Netflix and some of the crackdowns that are coming to you about Netflix. Are you going to keep it? Are you not? If you haven't checked out the video, I'll put a link in the description as well as at the top here so you can check out that video. Before we get started, make sure to go over to Android TV.tips. The news section searches all over the internet so you don't have to, and puts all of the information in a nice easy place so that you can digest it and you can get the news before I drop it on this channel. I also want to do a shout out to what I've been working on for the past couple months. ARXcosmetics.com. Your boy's launched his own cosmetics company. So if you're looking to support, go over, check out the products. There's a lot of good reviews on here already. So check out ARXcosmetics.com. So for the first time ever since Disney Plus has come out, 2.4 million loss. It's the first subscriber decline ever. And you know, when they came out the gate, I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe 3, I can't remember exactly. They had such a high demand that their servers couldn't keep up and they started having crashes and stuff like that. And since that time, we've seen a couple price increases. We've also seen them slowly launch in other countries. And that's where I believe this decline is coming from. So we're going to scroll through the article really quickly. And it says that the service has lost 2.4 million subscribers from its worldwide roll. Now you have to understand that's worldwide. It's not just in the US, right? Making the first time since its launch in November 2019. So yeah, 2 to 3 years. News was expected though. It suffered a bigger decrease than the analysts anticipated. It marked the first time Bob Iger had presented the results since returning to the CEO role late last year, following the board outsider of Bob Chapek. Iger addressed the Disney Plus subscriber drop amid questions about concerns that led to Chapek's dismissal. So the loss was suffered by Disney Plus Hotstar, which is the South Asian Indian version of the streaming service last year. It suffered a massive setback when it lost its streaming rights to the Indian Premier League, the hugely popular cricket league in India. After that setback, Disney had lowered growth projections for Disney Plus. And we all know the population in South Asia and India is a lot greater than North America, Canada, US, stuff like that. So if they lose a lot of subscribers, obviously in those places, then they're going to suffer a much more massive decline in subscribers than if they made such a change in North America. Disney Plus did show continued promise domestically. Subscriptions were up by 200,000 in US and Canada. So it did grow in North America, but because losing the Indian Premier League, they lost 2.4 million subscribers outside of North America. Other Disney-owned streamers, Hulu and ESPN, were up 800,000 and 600,000 respectively. So they grew a lot more than the Disney Plus actual service. Disney now has 161.8 million, so it's not like they're going out of business, including Disney Plus Hotstar subscriptions. That's well behind the industry leader Netflix, though Disney has argued before that it paces ahead when you include ESPN and Hulu. Now that's true. If you look at all of their services combined, they do just pass Netflix. Now these numbers are going to fluctuate a lot because we're seeing a lot of changes coming down the line from Netflix, and obviously some changes that are coming down from Disney. There is going to be a lot of leveling off, I think. People are going to be subscribing to different services. They're going to be moving around. They're going to be checking out different things. And there's a lot of other services out there that are really investing into a lot of things. So for instance, one of the ones is Amazon. Amazon spent $16.6 billion on streaming content in 2022, and that's up 28%. So a lot of people don't even think about Prime Video because it's included in your Prime membership, but there's a lot of good content out there, and they're coming up with a lot more originals that are actually going longer than one season. In the past, Amazon Prime was notorious for canceling, content after its first season. But now we got Boys and a bunch of other stuff that are starting to have spin-offs and some really good content. And they're really investing into some of the other sports content. So it says during the fourth quarter earning call, Amazon revealed it spent $16.6 billion on content in 2022. That's up from $13 billion in 2021. That figure includes around $7 billion spent on original content, live sports, and licensed content available for free for Prime members. That's up $5 billion spent the previous year. While not explicitly detailed by Amazon, it's generally accepted that the company spent $1 billion for the rights of streaming Thursday Night Football last year and over $500 million on the first season of its most popular original series, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. For comparison, according to TechCrunch, Disney spent $33 billion on content, of which $11 billion went towards live sports. Netflix and HBO each spent about $18 billion. Lastly, Paramount Plus says that it plans to increase its content spending to $6 billion by 2024. Now, there's a lot of interesting things happening in the streaming world right now. And the other one that I think a lot of people aren't really noticing what's happening, but Apple is dropping a lot of money right now. So if we look at Apple Plus, Apple has expressed interest in acquiring an NBA streaming package. According to the new report from CNBC, Apple is among other interested parties that include Amazon, NBC Sports, and NBC Universal, particularly interested in reacquiring NBA games. So that's going to be really interesting. Apple did invest some money in the previous years for things like MLB. The only thing that's going to be kind of really crappy if this happens is if they only get partial rights. So if you are an NBA fan, then you got to watch, some games here, some games there, some games all over the place. And that's kind of what we're seeing with Amazon and how they did their Thursday Night Football. If you want to watch Thursday Night Football, Amazon owns the rights. But then if you want to watch Sunday and Monday, you might have to go somewhere else. And that's where it comes really crappy to people that are really interested to stuff like this, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about what's going on with Disney Plus, what's going on with Amazon Prime, what's going on with Apple Plus. I think Apple Plus is still a really good service. Disney Plus is obviously still a really good service. I do believe that Amazon Video is still a really good service. So let me know in the comment section down below what services you're currently subscribed to. Are you subscribed to Netflix? Are you thinking about canceling? Are you thinking about picking up some of these other services like Apple, Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN, Paramount Plus, all these other ones? Let me know your comments in the comment section down below. Just before we get going, we do have the Telegram group that has about 2,000 members in it. It's androidtv.tips. I will leave the link up on the screen right now. So please come over, join over in the community. There's always people that are helping out, that are answering questions and sharing some good, useful information as well. It's been Mark from Next Level Tech, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.